Hello everyone, today we'll be making these three shots. To light these scenes, I'll be using two studio lights, one clamp light, and a couple of sheets of color cellophane to act as color gels. We're gonna be recreating three great shots I found on Pinterest. The first shot we'll recreate is this one. The setup is pretty simple, it's just overhead lighting using a clamp light of all things, with a yellow gel and some diffusion. The really challenging part was to stack up the books in order to get at least close to the original image. Finally, I got the right frame and this is the result with color grading and film grain. The second shot was definitely the most ambitious and complicated. This is originally taken from the Half-Life music video for their single Arrow. It's got some amazing visuals, but we'll only be taking inspiration from this shot with the fridge. And for the sake of convenience, we're gonna flip the image. I set up some studio lights with red gels over them, pointing straight to the wall as well as the fridge. To complement that key light, I added the same clamp light from before, this time also with some red gel. I noticed there was a little light source over the stove, so I added a little piece of red cellophane and did the same with the lights inside the fridge. I was really struggling getting the look for this shot, so I had to crank up the saturation of the picture profile of my camera. Finally, I added a little bit of fog to add more texture. Now this shot required a lot of post-production and masks, so I used a free version of DaVinci Resolve to get the desired look. And voila! Yeah, it's not perfect, but I really like how these scenes panned out. The final recreation was this lovely nighttime silhouette shot. For this one, I put on some fabric to act as a curtain, since the ones I had were in white. As for the lighting, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I simply added all of my light sources in the back of the curtain with some blue gels on them, just blasting through the window. Finally, I lit up a candle and did my thing in front of the camera. I added some glow and light rays to bring up some depth, again using the free version of DaVinci. So there you go. Yeah, they're not perfect recreations, but if you are a filmmaker, I think it's great to recreate pre-existing images in order to practice. The materials I used were pretty cheap, so I encourage you to try and implement the same techniques using any light source you may have. So that'll be all. See ya!